We can stay if we want. Rapsicle. Sector 4. Time for a winter coat. Wake up, flock. We've arrived at Rapsicle. You have to see this. Whoa, looks really inviting. I hope there is at least some treasure under all this ice and snow. That treasure is called data. Rust in this system is full of it. But first, we'll need to set up the space station or we'll freeze to death. Freeze? Well, that's not how I'd like to start my Tuesday. Nice job, Stella. You broke the captain. Don't be such a doom squawker. First, let's grab a hot cup of coffee, and then we'll find a solution. I'm fine. We're all gonna be fine, provided we stick to my grand master plan. Gather resources, set up the station, find the strangelets, boom, promotions, glory, and possibly cake. Yawn. I slept like a chick. Those cryo eggs are as comfy as our nest back in the day. Nice job. Thanks, Angus. Brr, it's frosty here. Well observed, Herb. We need to insulate our corridors before we venture into this system. You must be telepathic, Stella. That is exactly what I was going to suggest. Great minds think alike. Let's do it. Okay. So we need to upgrade our station level to 2. And there's a new resource over here. And this is silicon and sulfur. So we'll just start here, I guess. This doesn't really matter, right? We're going to be a little picky about how we do our resources. Oh, okay. I didn't mean to click that, but whatever. Okay. New module quest available. We're going to pick that. Corridors, aluminum, sulfur. I mean, aluminum's easy. We need money, so. Okay, so first things first. I want to build 2 launch pads, right? Because I don't want to. I want to try to avoid mixing my resources if possible. And then we're going to build 1 excavation for the silicon. And then we're gonna do that here. And then 1 excavation for the, is that sulfur? Sulfur. Right there. Okay, cool. Right? So now we have sulfur and this other one being excavated. Perfect. Is that aluminum? It's aluminum. Okay. Corridors, nice. Now we need this other stuff. Sulfur is easy. Aluminum is easy. Okay, and then we're gonna actually go explore the other asteroid, I think, and harvest the resources from here as well. And then we'll just kind of expand from there. Methane. Okay, methane and aluminum. We already have aluminum, so we'll just do methane, right? Wait, what? What can I build? Oh, wrong thing. Wait, what? How do I get methane? What? In-game stats, map, wiki. Methane. I need an ice extractor, an ice extractor. Okay. Logistics. Special excavation hub. What's an ice extractor? How do I get this? Not researchable. Selectively reheats frozen. Okay. Needs to be placed on an ice surface. Okay. I think I wasted a bunch of points exploring this, and that's a lot better already. Next mission, look for strangelets. After all, that's what we came here for. Okay. New question. So a strangelet is how we win this mission. Okay. So silicon, uranium. Well, we have. We'll just do silicon, I guess. Aluminum is easy. We'll do aluminum. Okay, so there's just aluminum on this and methane, but we can't extract the methane yet, so we'll just back out of that. This is water, aluminum. What was the green pineapple, or green, not pineapple, but watermelon slice? Do you remember what the green watermelon slice was? Aluminum, sulfur. We have aluminum, sulfur. Was it silicon? Is there green watermelon slice silicon? I think we're going to need silicon probably, right? This might be a building planet since there's not really anything on it. So we will explore. So it's oh, there's multiple resources on these. Okay, we'll just discover all of these then. Silicone. Unlicensed streamer says silicone. Yeah, silicone, right? So silicone and methane here, and silicone water here. Oh, that's a fantastic asteroid. We can make all sorts of stuff like glass with this, right? So we will do this one at the top here. That's silicon and water. Nice. Okay. We have one. Is it one water node in the entire planet? Okay, that's fine. So, what do we need? We just need silicon being extracted right now, right? So we're just gonna extract silicon, and that's just to give us some money, right? Sulfur. I think we are already extracting sulfur. So we will silicone. Whoops. Perfect. And then we'll leave these ones here to make something different. To make you know what we could do actually? We'll just make that now. Special excavation hub, landing pad, launch pad. And then we will make a, what do we need? We need a crucible and a chemical lab. Is it a chemical lab? Is it the chemical lab that makes the glass? Ender room, nice. Water? We don't have any water. Uranium. Uranium will be easy once we figure that out, but okay, so then we need to make 2 of these. Wait, what? Oh, because it's frozen. We actually don't have access to water. Interesting. Okay. We'll just build this here now for now then, because we need a way to defrost the water. How do we do that? Whatever. Okay, we'll come back to that. How you doing, unlicensed streamer? Nice to have you in chat. Have you tried out Starbirds yet? Oh, uranium. Okay. We need some more science. Uranium and silicone. Okay. Some silicone. Nice. Okay, so where is the uranium? There's uranium. Is this frozen? Why does it say Gardonia? Is that the name of the asteroid that we're on? I don't know if this is frozen or not. Okay. Silicone, uranium. We're also going to complete this. We need... Do we have sulfur? Does anybody remember if we have sulfur getting figured out? I hope we do. Here's silicone. Wait, what is this? This is silicone. This is uranium. Silicone. Can we harvest this uranium? Any money? Yes, we can. Okay. Uranium. 4 uraniums. We'll do 4 uraniums right here. Perfect. And we'll just make them all go to... this one for now. Perfect. So now we have uranium. I have watched other streams, but not played it myself. Yeah, this is my first time going through it, so... I haven't watched it, going in it completely blind. I think it's a lot of fun. I'm kind of dumb, so I have missed out on, well, not missed out on anything, but I've gotten stuck once or twice already. So if you have any, if I get stuck, feel free to backseat me at all costs. Whatever you need to do, man, to make sure that the game continues. Okay, so what are we building here? We need a strangelet. So are we just trying to find a strangelet? Is that like a thing we're gonna find? Needs to be placed on a resource deposit. Oh, we're looking for the object, I think, right? Enter. No, and then discover. Okay, now we're out of science. Oh, this is uranium and water. Okay. This is methane. Do we have methane being extracted? I think we do have methane. But we need water and sulfur. There ain't much water here, so at least there ain't much water here, at least not liquid. So what's with these icy patches on some of the nearby asteroids? Well spotted. At these temperatures, fluids and gases like water and methane freeze solid. Stella, let's research those ice extractors you designed. They could solve our problem. Okay. So ice extractors. We need aluminum. Okay. Ice extractors. Okay, so how do we I think, do we need to be on a planet to research something? Whoops, I did not mean to do that. Okay, whoops. Okay, whatever. Ice extractor. You have so many languages listed in the tags in English. The language you stream in is hidden in the end. Normally the stream language is in front. Oh, you're talking about like in my tags? Yeah, I put ENG in my title to hopefully get English across, but I figured most people would assume that English is the thing. I can read Dansk, Svensk, and Norsk, and I can speak Dansk, so I put all those there. I figured people would just assume that most stuff's in English, the title's in English, so that's why I put that there. Just trying to minimize or maximize my efficiency. I extract resources from ice layers. Okay, so this is water, right? Do we need... But this costs 10 science. Let's go back to the main planet where we had resources. Was it this one that we had a bunch of methane locked? No, it was here that we had methane locked in the ice. So let's do that here. Start researching this. Oh, okay. Well, where is that? Is this the lab? Is this researching? No, this is researching. So this is sulfur and aluminum. So we're going to drag this to the top. All right, that's how that works. Aluminum. Do we have aluminum? We do have aluminum. Okay. But yeah, I could probably put English as my first tag, but putting English was honestly a complete afterthought when I was doing the tags on my stream. Maybe I could edit that real quick though. Let's see here. No, I'd have to delete all of my tags and then retype them in to make that work. And then options. How do I continue playing? Save reward. Oh, settings, full screen, VSync, target frame rate, quality level. Nice. Audio. I'm trying to figure out if there's like a way to do runs game in background. There we go. Now if I tab out, it's not so jarring. Good evening. Yes, good evening, Angus Porter. Good to have you. We almost have our this thing in my bob researched. I guess we could have this guy in the meantime. Nice. Okay, so we have this research. Yay! Building research. Ice extractor. Claim that. Good to have these ice extractors handy now for our water supply. I was getting worried about my greenhouse hatchlings. It's quite easy. Once placed on an icy patch, they begin isolating and extracting the constituent components. Okay. Okay. And then do I connect that to... Oh, okay. And then this probably gets connected. I don't want to connect... Oh, wait. That's a launch pad, right? Okay. Okay, so this is just like an extractor, except it's an ice... Oh, it's literally called an ice extractor. Okay. It's like an extractor, but for things that are in ice. Okay, and then we will click on these. We'll go to new supply quest available. Uranium, sulfur. Probably uranium. We have plenty of science now, right? Yeah, aluminum, easy clap. Okay. We don't have any water. Do we not have any water? You know what? We need to go to space and click on the water one that has all that frozen water on it. There's water here. Was this water frozen, or did I just not think to extract it? It is frozen, but it's also only one patch. I think we're gonna use this one to make, with the silicon, to make something. So we're gonna hold off on building here. I wish I could hit escape to go back to the main menu. Accept. Let's do accept here. Accept. Yeah. So it's here. We definitely had water frozen here. We had a lot of water frozen here, if I remember. I just want. Look at this. Look at this asteroid. It's just a cube. Do you think that's intentional? This is kind of funny looking. Okay, we are gonna ice extractor here. Alright. And what is that? Uranium. Is this iced uranium? I wonder. So there. Okay, that's ice. And then we'll build another launch pad, logistics launch pad here, and we'll just drag our uranium to this one, right? And that's kind of, if I build another extractor here, like another ice extractor, do you think, like, does anybody know, does like the amount of extractors I put on something, does that, do I extract, can like a resource node only extract so much at a time? Or if I build a bunch of extractors on here, can I extract 4 times the water, do you think? Like if I build another one of these here, right, and drag it to this, am I now pumping out twice as much water? Or is there a limit to how much water in general this can pump out? You know what I mean? Quartz, oxygen, water, except. For instance, like, does it just go? I think it just goes, right? I think I can just extract as much water as I need. Silicon? I think we have silicon being produced somewhere. So for instance, we need oxygen, right? So if I'm gonna build, if I need oxygen, I'm gonna build, I need a launch pad here. I build an ice extractor, right? Ice extractor here. And then we build a, what's the refining thing? Refiner here. Boom. That's making oxygen now, right? And these are non-stop building. So I think I can extract as many times as I want from the same node. Collect all these things up. Suck all those points up. Okay. So now we have, now this is a fully production influenced asteroid here. Nice. And we have all our resources on the independent nodes. Okay. What's this? Okay. So now these, we need to make sure that these are all producing, I think these are all efficiently producing what we need them to be producing. Right? Okay. So we can research, discover silicon. Do we have silicon being produced anywhere? This is making silicon, right? Okay. Enter. Light alloy, acid, methane, uranium. Okay. What is that? Methane and sulfur? Okay. Cool. What is this? That's a water planet. We'll discover that. Nice. Literally just water. Okay. We'll enter this one. And we'll put you here. Right? There's a water here. Literally just a bean. That's funny. There's 2 water patches. Okay, that's fine. Game menu. Okay, so we are just about done, like, expanding everywhere and that we can. Nice. Put you down here. What is this? Aluminum, methane, uranium. This has a lot of stuff on it. This is a very resource dense asteroid. Okay, and then this one we will also build. So like these are the last 2 that we need like something on, I guess. Light alloy, acid, carbon. We can't build any of these. Light alloy. Methane. Nice. We have methane. Build something here, which is fine. I'm just putting things on each of these planets just because it feels like there's something like about making sure that these things are all like hooked up to my system somehow, regardless of what they're producing. That I can like see that and it's gonna help. Oh, there it is. Well, pluck me and call me a rose. Is that what I think it is? It's a strangelet. Finally, we're getting to the good stuff. I'll bet my birdseed that there's some alien relics inside. Oh, or an actual alien. Easy. We gotta get inside this thing first, and it's a frozen up real good. Okay, so we need to now. This gives me direction because I kind of forget. I kind of forget stuff, but we need to excavation hub. There we go. And then water. All right, let's defrost this popsicle, but first we need to water for the excavation's engine cooling system. Okay. So this is a landing. We need a landing thing, right? Logistics, production, logistics, landing. Landing pad here. So this is going to be connected to here, and this landing pad needs water on it. We find one of our planets that have water. So this is the one that had... It's the last one. How is it always the last one? Find the closest planet with water. This one has water. Do we have water coming from this planet, though? I don't think we do. Oh, no, but we're not... I think we're saving this planet because it can fuse with the silicon and the water can fuse. That's easy there. We don't want to mess with that. So I think the only other planet we have that just has water coming from it is this one. This one just has water coming from it. So we will do... We'll pump a bunch of water to this thing. Perfect. And then we will go to our map. We'll have water from here go to this one. Right? So now we have water coming to this launch pad. And water is going from the launch pad straight to our excavation hub. Silicon, nice. Okay. Right? And then we need light alloys. How do we do light? Aluminum and silicon. We'll figure that out in a second. I've got a theory on how to crack this one open, but I need to run tests. Can you get me some plastic so I can build a prototype? Some plastic, huh? Okay, how do we do plastic? Plastic is hydrocarbon and plastic. Hydrocarbon is water and carbon. Carbon is methane and oxygen. Oh my goodness. Okay, so methane and oxygen to make carbon. Methane and oxygen. This is, I feel like my brain is starting to melt playing this game. I don't know if this is real or not, but I feel like when I first learned how to play Minecraft, there was a really big like separator between me and my friends when I realized I have this friend, we'll call him Jerry, right? And Jerry is incredibly good at things like redstone in Minecraft. If you're familiar with what redstone in Minecraft is, these types of like game logic rules and understanding. And Jerry is like, one time, for as an example, I played this game called Space Engineers where you have to basically do this, but on a first person level, like you're a first person character going through asteroids, collecting this kind of stuff. And Jerry and I were playing this game together, and we have like 200 hours in Space Engineers. And he gets to a point to where you can actually do actual programming. Like you can program commands into your refiners and stuff to make them do specific things. And the game, like, we stopped playing after that because Jerry realized that there was so much potential with what we could do that nothing we were doing was efficient. And it was like we had already spent hundreds of hours in the game getting to what we were doing. My friend loves Space Engineers, 4K hours. Yeah, I think in like 2 weeks we got 200 hours in Space Engineers. It was crazy how addicted we were to Space Engineers. But let's see, what are we doing? So plastic, we're trying to get carbon, right? Carbon is a methane and oxygen at a chemical lab. Do we have methane and oxygen easily accessible anywhere? Methane and oxygen. Is it methane and oxygen? So we have oxygen being produced here, right? So we have oxygen being produced here. So instead of oxygen just being sent off willy-nilly into space. Oh, this is the only thing that's being sent from here. Okay, so it's oxygen. Okay, so we'll do that. ChatGPT, how many hours are in a week? I think it's 246. Isn't it? Whoops. Instant? Okay. How many hours in a week? 168. I was close. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was like 200 hours in 2 weeks. It was horrendous how much. We're talking 16-hour days every day. Okay, so we need a landing pad here. Okay, so this is methane, which we need an ice extractor. Okay, so this is a launch pad. So we need a landing pad, logistics. And then we are going to connect our water to the landing pad here, or oxygen being sent to the landing pad here, right? Because it's oxygen and methane. Enter. So now this is getting oxygen in it, and we need to combine this oxygen with a chemical lab. Where's our chemical lab? Chemical lab here. Right? And then this is going to be making carbon. Right? Logistics, launch pad. And then carbon. Okay, in order to make hydrocarbon, we need to connect this with water. So add another chemical lab. So build another chemical lab. Oh, we delete this actually. Oh no, okay. Actually, yeah, we need to delete this. Recall. Another chemical lab. Right. But this is going to be a landing pad. And this is, and we need what for the hydrocarbon? We need water. So now we need water to connect to here, right? So this is going to go to here. And water connects to here. Is this your last stream for the week? I am not streaming tomorrow. I'm taking tomorrow off. We're gonna beat this game. We're gonna beat the early access, and then we're taking tomorrow off, and then I start up Monday through Friday next week again. But yeah, this is the last time we're hanging out. So for today, I didn't know the grind stopped. Oh, it doesn't stop. I just I spend a large portion of my time editing videos and doing thumbnails and making shorts. I actually spend more time doing that than I do streaming. So it's actually, the streaming is just a way to get me to get the content to do that kind of stuff, and then it's like research and development offline. Let me know if you have time for some Hearthstone. Yeah, I'll definitely let you know if I have some time for some Hearthstone, because I'm down to play if I have free time. But I'm also in a very committed relationship, and I cannot completely ignore that either. Okay, so this is water. So we need the water to go to here. So this asteroid is just sending everything to this asteroid, which is fine. It would almost be better if I just sent the methane to this one, but oh well. I think it's kind of funny looking at this. But now we have water, right? Now this is going to be making hydrocarbon. Nice. New resources discovered. And then hydrocarbon can get used in plastic. How does that? It gets refined. Okay, so now this goes to a refiner. Logistics, special... production. You know what I actually want? Is I want a splitter. A pipe hub. Because I feel like I might need carbon at some point. Or I might need hydrocarbon separately. Yeah, so what we're gonna do actually is we're gonna put a pipe hub. And we're just gonna connect them just like this. Fine. But for now, launch pad. Okay, perfect. Oh no, wait. No, this goes to a refiner. So this hydrocarbon goes to a refiner. This is just kind of future-proofing our stuff. We need resources. Okay, so now we have plastic. Now we're developing plastic, right? So what's happening is resources are being sent down to the planets. We have oxygen fusing with the methane, right? That's creating carbon, and then the carbon is being fused with the water to make hydrocarbon, and then the hydrocarbon is getting refined down into plastic, and then our plastic is getting sent off into space. It's getting sent off into the great beyond. We need some more science. Okay, so now we have plastic, right? And we needed plastic because this dude said he needed plastic, right, on this planet. So now we need to build a landing hub. Can you say this? I don't know what that is, so I can't. I'm not gonna say that on stream because I'm saying some sort of horrible racial slur in a different language. But close. You almost got me to say it. We'll build some of those. Let me see here. Aluminum. Excavation hub. We need a landing pad, right? Here's a landing pad here, right? This needs. Is this what? This is the excavation hub, right? Can we connect the other? Can we use the same landing pad? Do you think for this? This has, or will it take it over? Okay, so right now it's the water is coming from here. So if this screws it up, then we know. But plastic is also. Is the water now? Oh man, that is unfortunate. Okay, so we go one landing pad for one resource. Okay, so then we need to build another landing pad. That's interesting. Okay, so plastic. Let's get some plastic, right? So we need to do a landing pad, like what, here probably. Okay, and then we'll take the plastic here. And we will get to this landing pad. Okay, so now we have plastic on one, and we have, what is this, water on the other. So now it's getting coolant and it's getting plastic. This is Danish for bishop. Gips is plaster. Gebis is dentures. Is a Danish tongue twister. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm not smart enough when it comes to my it's sorry, I don't know Danish well enough to prevent the slurs, but what would it be? Can you say Bispens Gips Gebis? So maybe. I hope that I don't get permanently banned now. Let me see here. I don't know those words that well. I've only 1 year of Danish, so that's why I was like, I'm not quite sure. Plastic. Okay, so now we have plastic coming into our excavation hub. Nice. Okay. Bruce says, "Ha, making that prototype was easier than stealing a worm from a warbler. I can build a custom excavation tool. All I need is some sturdy ceramics, electronic components, and energy. Let's get flapping." Okay. Ruth. Oh, well, this is Russ. Ruth, you know I'd never stop you from cooking up crazy inventions, but safety gear wouldn't hurt. How about a mask? Huh. Never figured you for the health and safety type, but thanks for looking out for me, Rust. Okay, cool. Okay, so this guy needs ceramic, circuit board, and energy. So this needs energy, right? So the energy is going to be the easy part for this. That's just going to be 5 of these, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so that's got its energy, right? And we'll keep getting our money. Money. Okay, so we got our energy. And then, what is this? Solar cells. What is this? Light alloy? No. What am I doing? Let's do ceramic. What's ceramic? Aluminum and carbon make ceramic at a crucible. Aluminum and carbon. We have aluminum here. But I feel like we gotta be careful with this, what we do on this planet. Okay, so we need aluminum and carbon. This is exactly why I split the, this up on this planet. Enter. Because now we can do carbon. Does he not need plastic anymore for his thing, I wonder? So now we can just take the carbon here. Right? And then we go to here. And we have this plastics thing. Oh, it's still gonna go here. What's going on? How do we... What's going on with this one? Why is this... So this is getting launched still, right? We just need... There it is. Okay, so now this is just launching carbon. Perfect. So carbon and aluminum. So this is going to go here. Perfect. What is... This is going to be... Now this is just carbon. Perfect. So carbon makes... we were trying to make ceramic, which is carbon and aluminum. This is aluminum? Perfect. We just build an extractor here. Boom. And then we can build a... What is the thing we need to make the ceramic? A crucible. Production energy logistics. Crucible. Here we go. This is needed to build... Oh, it needs to be built on one of these things. Okay. Okay, so that's... And that's going to make... Oh, and this also needs power. Okay, that's fine. 1, 2. Okay, and this is going to get... Okay, so that is going to be making ceramics, right? Wait, what? This is pipe? Oh, I'm not trying to make pipes. What? Hold on. What's going on here? Okay, so we have aluminum, right? What does it say pipe? Why is it making pipes? What is a pipe? I don't want pipes. Oh, it's because I'm covering a pipe. I am behind a lot in my life. Okay. We're trying to figure out exactly what to do. Ceramic being produced. Okay, so now we need to do circuit boards. Circuit board is silicon and acid. Acid is sulfur and water. Acid is sulfur and water. Sulfur and water. Do we have a free water node anywhere? I know we're gonna have sulfur, but... Oh, it's nice seeing that fill up. Map. Water is kind of our limiting resource. We have water being sent here. Water's also being sent here. Okay, so what if we... This is all frozen water? Okay. Create another one of these. Logistics. Launch pad. Right, and we get 4 more ice extractors. Cool. So now we have another water resource node. This one. We can send this guy down to our... Do we have an unused landing? It's sulfur. Hold on. So this is going to sent where? We need to make circuit boards. We need sulfur. What is sulfur icon? It's like a bunch of weird triangles kind of on top of each other. This has sulfur on it. Can we do more on this planet? Can we make another launch pad and landing pad? Well, the water here isn't being used for anything, right? So what if we combine the water here with the sulfur here and make the acid here? Make a chemical lab. Logistics special production. Make a chemical lab here. All right. extract the sulfur here. Okay. And then we can launch logistics. Launch pad here. Okay. Nice. So now we can make acid. So we're making acid, right? Sulfur and water makes acid. And then acid gets combined with what? Acid gets combined with, so to make a circuit board, acid gets combined with silicon. So do we have a way of making silicon here? Getting silicon here? We do. We have a landing pad. So we can landing pad here. Now we need a silicon to go here. And this gets combined, nice, 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 with a component lab. And I research this. Okay. Find where we have silicon. I feel like we have silicon here. Yeah, we have silicon here. Easy clap. That's sulfur. Silicon, nice. Silicon. Silicon, okay. There should be plenty, right? As far as I'm aware. Okay, we'll go to space. We take this silicon here. We're gonna drag that to a landing pad over here, I think. This one way over here. Boom. Okay. Now we have silicon coming to this planet as well. Right? So silicon is coming down where? Here? This is silicon. Okay, so silicon. We need that lab to finish production. How do we do that? Acid. How do we get acid? So we have acid. Oh, we don't have any acid being shipped off anywhere because we're just building it. Where are we? Okay, we're building it on the planet with the thing. Okay, so in order to build the acid, or to research this, we need acid. And we have acid being made where? It's making this. Water, carbon, ceramics. Where were we making acid? I feel like we were making this somewhere, weren't we? Somewhere with sulfur and water. Was it here we were making the acid? There's a tongue twister that sounds fun. It's just a sentence like the English she sells seashells by the seashore. Oh, okay. Let me see here. Is this acid? This is acid. Right? Oh, this needs to be getting launched out. Okay, so we just do this for now. We do this for a little bit. Then this will research the thing. Right? Silicon, sure. I feel like once this is filled with enough, this will get sent out. And we'll get paid the big bucks. Right? Hopefully. Oh. There it is. Okay, that's 4. At any moment now, we should get this completed. And then when that's completed, we can do... This plastic lab is stopped. We don't need plastic anymore. Nice. Okay. Component lab! Let's go, baby! Okay. Now we can, with a circuit board, we can combine acid with silicon at a component lab. So this is acid, right? This is acid. Now we need silicon. Silicon's landing here. Acid's being built here, right? No, this is not. Acid's being built. Where's acid being built? Acid's being built here. And this is silicon, or this is silicon? No. Acid. right? Sulfur, where's the silicon? Sulfur, sulfur. This is a landing pad with silicon on it. Okay, so this is a landing pad with silicon on it. So now we build a component lab, right? So this is Aston silicone, and this needs to be powered by 3 solar panels. And then here, and then this gets sent to here, right? I feel like we're doing it. And now we should be making components. Yes, perfect. Now the circuit boards from here need to get connected to our planet with the strangelet on it. So this is our, this thing is getting connected all the way down to here to a landing pad down here. Do we have a spare landing pad down here? We don't. What? We don't need water down here anymore, possibly? Or carbon? No, we need, do we need the carbon? Do we have a spare landing pad here? Okay, so this thing needs, so we have carbon. This is making ceramics, right? But this needs landing hub, right? Okay. Just gonna connect those. Where's the circuit boards? There it is. Okay, circuit boards. Circuit boards get connected to our spare one down here. We're gonna do it down here. Nice. Okay, so now we connect our. This is circuit boards. Is this the excavation thing? Yes. Okay. The circuit boards go here. Perfect. So I think this is it. Solar sails. We need light alloys, which is aluminum and silicon. Might do that in a minute. This gives us another station level, but I don't know what the station level does. Here it is, baby! We're about to complete this. One more shipment of circuit boards. And we will be chilling. There it is. Look at that. Oh, it's gone. Okay. Victory! We did it. Sector 4 complete. Finally, that nugget has thawed. Now we just need to open it. Hurry up, Stella. I want to join the others for Herb's birthday party. Peep, 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 peep. Don't crowd around it like that. We have no idea if it's safe. Shoo, shoo. Peep, peep. It's humming, you say? I can hear it. I can't hear anything, but maybe the frequency is too high for my audible range. What are you talking about, Stella? Peep! Lays a wing on the outer shell. Oh, I can feel it in my feathers now. I still need to run some tests, but it could be drawn to the other strangelet. Coming over, Captain. Ooh, cinematic time. Let's go. All right, Stella. Let's see what you got. Herb's birthday party. He turned 1. Good for him. Well, plus 96 years it took him to travel. Okay, Captain. That's our captain, ladies and gentlemen. Uh-oh. Still does not look happy. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Okay. Uh-oh. No! Our minion! They've been fused. Aw, I hope he's okay. Yeah, he looks fine. Okay. Maybe he's a superhero now. Time for a winter coat. Sector complete. Okay.